Hello guys, it has been a long time since I have uploaded any new video or shorts. I was busy in some kind of personal work, but since now I'm free, I'm going to regularly upload my videos. And as you can see, I'm also an aspiring new trader. So I have studied a lot, and now what I'm doing is this: I'm going to take 100 trades. It's not like that I'll be taking 100 trades in a day or I'll be taking one trade every day. It's not like that. It will be like I'll be taking a trade whenever the opportunity arrives or I see there is the opportunity, and I'll be taking a trade for 3 to 1 risk to reward ratio, and whatever the outcome is, I'm gonna tell you on this video. So you can subscribe and join my journey. And as you can see, I'll be journaling all of it. I made this form where I'll be entering everything, what I did on the trade, what I risked on the trade, what was the trade script, what was the trade type. Everything will be here. I'll be journaling all the 100 trades that I take, and at the end of the 100 trade we'll analyze what we did wrong, what we did right. And after analyzing all this, then we will come to the conclusion what we are missing, that's stopping us from becoming a profitable trader. Okay, so yesterday I took a trade in Australian 200. So as we can see, I'll be explaining everything why I took the trade to you, and I'll be entering the data also here. What is the reason for taking the trade and what is the outcome of the trade? Along with that, I'll also upload a trade screenshot. Okay, so now we can see, right? We can see that OS 200 is running from a monthly demand zone. Here we can see monthly demand zone, and it was going up from that almost to all-time high. So then we'll move to the lower time frame. What we see, what we see that price went from monthly demand zone till this point, and it start coming down. There's no weekly or monthly supply zone, still it's coming down. So we'll move down to 1 day time frame. Now now what we can see, since it start coming down, it has price has broken multiple demand zones on daily time frame. As we can see, this is one demand zone which has been broken by this one. This is also a demand zone, but it is already tested, so we would not take it. This is also a demand zone, it is also tested, we will not take it. And since then it has been running from this demand zone. So that means that this supply zone is extremely powerful. Why I'm saying it's powerful? As we can see, it broke this demand zone and also gave us closing below this demand zone and this demand zone. So three demand zones it has broken. So what we'll do is we're gonna take this thing, we will mark our demand zone week to week. As we can see, week to week we have marked it. And what I did is I waited for the price to come in this supply zone. When price reach this supply zone, I'll mark this as, so that we know where to start looking. After this line we have to start looking. If we when we move down to the lower time frame, our entry time frame, so we'll go to 1 hour time frame. Never go below, never ever go below your two time frames down. It is your entry time. If you are on 1 day analyzing high time frame, then your entry should be on 1 hour. If you are 1 hour analyzing, your entry should be on 5 minutes. If you are analyzing on 4 hour high time frame, then your entry time frame should be 15 minutes. You can go up but never go down. So what we see that after getting from after this point, once it hits the this supply zone, and I have marked week to week, that means I'm being a bit aggressive. Why I'm being a bit aggressive? Because it has broken us so many demand zones, like three or four demand zones. So I'm a bit aggressive on this supply zone. So what we see is we have a demand zone here. The price has entered our supply zone on 1 hour time frame. We can see that this demand zone is broken. This zone is broken by this candle, but it has not closed below this, so we will not consider it as broken until it closes below this point. So it has closed below this point, as we can see here. Now it has closed on this candle. So what we should have done, we should have taken an entry here, but we did not come up to here to take the entry, as this is our supply zone on lower time frame. This is our confirmation, so we'll wait. We'll wait for price to make new supply zones and then move to lower time frame and then get the entry. So we see price supported a little bit from this demand zone, tried to go up but it could not, and then it again came down. Then it again tried to go from this demand zone. As you can see, we tried going up again and then we got down again. At this point we can see this is a supply zone, right? I'll mark this supply zone like this. Okay, now mark this supply zone. What what I should do, what I'll do now is that our supply zone is marked on our 1 hour time frame, right? So when it reaches this point, when it reaches this point let me mark it. When it reaches this point, we are already in downtrend, as we have confirmed from hitting our one daily time frame. We have broken multiple demand zones on 1 hour time frame, so we can say that we are already on downtrend on 1 hour time frame. When we mark this supply zone and the price goes into that, we can move down to our entry time frame. And what is our entry time frame? I told you, for 1 hour, your entry time frame should be 5 minutes. So we go down to the 5 minutes. Now what we did, actually a 1 hour is our only time frame. As we can see, this the price entered this, and so we'll take a short position here. Since the price has not touched any major higher time frame demand zone, we can say that price we can take direct entry without any confirmation. We can take direct entry from this point, and our stop loss would be at the little bit above our supply zone, and we'll go for a 3:3 risk to reward ratio. And as we can see, it has been achieved. And I'll show you my PNL trading journal. Wait a second. History. See, my sell order of 19 quantities was executed at 8012.39. What is my entry? It's around that only, a little above or less, but it's around the same. And then I had my stop loss at 8021, as you can see here, and my take profit at 3:1 is to reward ratio, which has been fulfilled. So my net PNL is 600. 611. I've reached 2%, and I'll be following a different kind of money management here. I'll be I'll starting with the 2% of risk on the trade. If I lose one trade, then I'll move down to 1% of risk. If I lose it again, then I'll cut it half to half a percent. If I lose it again, I'll cut it half to 0.25%. But I'll not go below 0.25% because it will be very less and we will not have a significant rise in our equity or balance. So that would not make sense to go below 0.25 or even zero point 0.5. But 0.25 is the minimum that I would like to go, because what happens when you start losing is you keep losing. There'll be a streak of losing trades. So what you need to do is you need to minimize your risk when you are on a losing streak. So you lose, when you lose very little. And what I will do after I'm on a losing streak and then I win a trade, suppose I'm risking 0.25% and I win a trade, then I'll move my risk up to 2% again. And when the winning trade series comes, I'll be risking to 2% until the 5 trades I have win in the sequence. So after I win the 5 trades continuously, one after another, I'll down my risk to 1%. I'll down my risk to 1% even if I keep winning 1% all the way. Because after winning sequence, a losing sequence of a series of trade will come and we don't know when. So it's better to minimize our risk when we have the leverage. So that's how it will go, and I'll be journaling this right in front of you. Okay, so we've taken this trade and I'll show you that it's not touching any higher time frame. See, 1 day time frame is here, so it's not touching that. That's why I took the trade direct entry. Or even on 4 hour, if we see 4 hour time frame is there, which was already broken, and next 4 hour time frame is here, and we're taking trade on 1 hour time frame, so we are good. We have taken a 3:1 risk to reward ratio, and what I'll be doing is I'll be taking the screenshot of this. I'll be saving this. Trade 1. I'll be closing this, then I'll be generaling this in front of you. So let's get started with this. As we can see, script is AUS 200. Our trade type, we went short. What was our risk? Our risk was 2%. Entry type, what we used, direct entry. No, it was a confirmation entry. Why I was saying it is a confirmation entry? Because we moved down from 1 day time frame to a 1 hour time frame. We took confirmation here. Only after then we entered this position. If it was not for the 1 day time frame, we would have never entered. So yeah, it's a confirmation entry. Okay, high time frame. What was our high time frame? It was daily. What method we used for high time frame? Demand and supply zones. Entry time frame 1 hour. Method used on entry time frame, it would demand and supply zone. What was the entry date? So why I'm generating the entry date and exit date is I want to know. I want to analyze at the end of 100 trades on what days I'm getting the trades, on what days I'm getting the successful trades. So that's why I'm generating this trade. That will be 11 and I exited the trade on the same day, so it will be 11. It was a profit. Reason for taking the trade. Reason for taking the trade. Price kept breaking daily demand zones. Price went into the origin daily supply zone. Sorry, that's a typo. Supply zone. Waited for the breaking of demand zone on 1 hour time frame. Took entry on 1 hour supply zone. No high time frame demand zone to stop the price before hitting 3:1 RR. Outcome of the trade. Trade ended up in profit, covering 3:1 RR. Went according to the trade plan, and we'll be uploading our screenshots. Where is that? Where is that? Trade. No, it should be here inside. Wait a second. Trade1.png. Yeah, here it is. Okay, open. Now we'll wait for it to get upload. Now we have filled everything, I guess. Okay, now we have filled everything. We can submit the form. Yeah, we have submitted the form. So yeah, that's it, guys. I've explained you why I took this trade, when I took this trade, what is my PNL, and like this I'll be taking 100 trades whenever the opportunity arrives, or I see the opportunity. I'll make a trade plan, I'll trade according to that, and I'll share my PNL with you and my process with you. At the end, we'll be journaling all of it, and after the 100 trades, we'll be analyzing our journal, what we did wrong or what we did right. We will try to eliminate all the things that we did wrong. We'll try to eliminate that so that we can be at better accuracy. We can be profitable together. So yeah, that's it, guys. See you later. Bye. Good night. Sayonara.